G'day, this is Simon from the Bracketeer. We are back at South OC Cars and Coffee. It's been 2 months. We've missed you all so much, so we are so glad to be back. We are packed, the place is absolutely full, and we have a very special guest. I hinted who this was going to be, but I didn't say because I didn't want the poor man to get inundated with too many people. It's Chip Foose. He's here today and he's brought his amazing 32. Incredible car. It's got a supercharged flathead in it. Great car. We'll try and catch up with him a little later. Right, let's swing the camera around and go for a walk and check this out. This thing's cool. We've made this a car of the week previously. This is a Pantera with just the most amazing resto mod build on it. Absolutely incredible. So check this out, this is Chip's 32. I love everything about this car, from the wheels, I mean check that out, just amazing, the motor. Love the fact he's got a supercharger on that flathead engine. Everything this man does is just pure style. The colour is incredible. It's a dark green verging on a grey, just absolutely magnificent. So clean and yet really understated. Look at the dash, beautiful wood finish in there. Just really, really nicely done. I was saying to Chip earlier, he's the reason that I got back into cars. The very reason this show exists is because this man got me back into cars when I lived in Australia and I started watching the show Overhauling. And then he had a big impact on James when we first moved here as well. James went and did a tour of the facility and Chip was just so nice to him, you know. So really great to have him here. Just a great car to see here as well. So here I am with the man, the legend, Mr. Chip Foose. Welcome to South OC Cars and Coffee, mate. So great to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So this is your first time at our show. What's your first impressions?
Unbelievable how many cars are here and how many great people. I've had a fabulous time. Came down and I brought my 32 5-window coupe, but next time I'll be in another car and the next time I'll be in another car.
Oh, that is so cool, mate. As those of you who watched my video earlier will know, I said that Chip is the reason that I got back into cars in Australia. Literally watching Overhauling went, what do you mean you're driving a Mazda 6? Go and buy something you can modify. And I literally did, much to my wife's despair. And then of course James got James into cars as well when we came here. And I also mentioned James came to your warehouse or did a tour of the Overhauling, and he was a little 11-year-old boy, and you had such an impact on him.
No, he's not 11. He's this tall. Right?
I know he is.
How old is he now?
He's 21.
Okay, you're making me feel old now.
Yeah, exactly. Mate. You feel old. But you know,
10 years ago.
10 years ago, and now he's over there with his own Gen 5 Camaro that he fitted a supercharger to. He changed the suspension on. He's wrenching on cars next to me and helping me wrench on mine. That's what the car culture is all about.
What I love is that it is a family sport. Look how many families are out here enjoying the day and enjoying their car and everybody else's car.
Yeah, exactly.
This is amazing. So thank you for doing this.
Hey, mate, my pleasure. Really, really great to have you here. You are always welcome. You're my hero in this industry. I'm just glad that we can share this with you.
Well, you're my hero for doing this.
Thanks, mate.
So I'll see you here next time.
Excellent. Now we get a lot of special guests at South OC Cars and Coffee. As I said, we have Chip Foose here, but this guy gets more attention than anybody. This is Winston. And the cool thing about Winston is, while I'm out herding the cats, that's this crowd, Winston is here being the cat. How cool is that? Couple of beautiful Ford GTs side by side. Twins, as they say. Next to it, Superformance, one of their really nice wide-bodied Cobras. Isn't this great? These guys make great cars. As you know, I've borrowed them a few times, and they're just so authentic and so true to the original experience. That's why I love them. next to it, Jeremy's beautiful truck. Hey, Jeremy, tell us about your truck, mate. So we know Jeremy from 1952
Chevy pickup, standard 6.
Yeah, look at that 6. Now, is that what?
Four on the floor, baby.
Is that what they call the Blue Flame engine? I think that's just seriously what they
Now,
were
why
called.
did they call it that?
I don't know, and maybe it was only
Catch fire?
No, but that's what they were called. There was a Chevy grey motor, and then I believe there was a blue frame, but maybe that's what they called them in Australia, because we had these trucks in Australia, but they were called a Chevy Maple Leaf. In fact, my family farm, my brother still works 5 generations of Ware farmers. My grandfather bought one of these brand new as a tip truck in 1948.
Wow.
So, kind of cool, huh?
That's cool step side.
Yeah, really nice step side. Love the steel wheels.
Put some 18s on there. You know, I got this truck just like it is. I didn't do a damn thing to it.
Well, of course you didn't, because you wouldn't know how.
Wow.
Jeremy actually does wrench on his own
I
car,
used
so
to-
I'm giving a hard time.
I used to customize cars for 20 plus years. And
Yeah, now this is
now
cool.
I just sell them.
Great looking truck. Have a look what's under the hood. A Coyote with a Whipple, one of their new superchargers. This thing's been making big horsepower. And of course, it's no mean feat fitting a Coyote into a truck like this, because one of the challenges with Coyotes, because they're overhead cam motor, they're physically wide. So one of the things you'll notice is that the strut towers have all been modified to be able to accommodate that big wide engine and the headers on it. Nicely done. That new Whipple, by the way, killer supercharger. Love this 32. Great looking engine in this thing. Of course, flathead, it just belongs. Just the right motor in that car. Very nice. Got a bit of serious plumbing here. Check it this. It's got a Pro Charger on there. Nicely done. You know, this is what I love about the car culture, is that everybody's got something they gravitate towards. And this guy's done as much work on this thing as you'll see on guys that have got, you know, whether it's a Dodge Demon or a Hellcat or anything. This guy's done some really, really cool stuff. I mean, it's an animal. Check it out. Look at the turbo mounted on the front. Everything's really neat and clean. Someone say motorcycles, we got a ton of them today. Got a couple more pulling in there. One of my favourite motorcycles with one of my favourite people, two of my favourite people actually. This is a BMW that Tom owns, Tom who organises our motorcycles here. I love this thing. And then of course Pete, who owned one of our previous motorcycles of the week, that beautiful Ducati, you may remember. Go back and check that out.